so great to talk to both of you. I appreciate you taking the time.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, so I want to start off by saying congratulations on season two. I didn't think that you guys would be able to one up the incredible first season that you created, but you did just from the first two episodes. What was that like for you guys getting to reprise these characters, especially after such a big cliffhanger in season one?
It was fun to come back. I've said this to some of the other journalists as well that like a first season of a show has a lot of setting up to do and a lot of explaining and things. So it's nice to have that all kind of in the rear view. Like season two, like our audience knows what to expect. They know our characters, they know our wants and beliefs and hopes and dreams, and they can just jump right into great storytelling. Right? We don't have to like sort of explain all these characters and set up the world for it's all done. So season two was we just got right into the stories, and so that was really exciting. I love the writing this season. We have really fun episodes that cover a variety of different genres and film references and stuff like that. We have some great guest stars, and yeah, I think we hit a really nice reset button on Vanessa and I's relationship that allows her to sort of have to spend an entire season winning me over again and gaining my trust again that she's now lost. And then for my character, the season's really about solving the case of my brother's murder. That's really sort of what we our overarching thing in the season is for me.
Mhm.
And I guess it was okay. It was good to see Vanessa again, I guess.
Vanessa, how do you feel about a second season?
Yeah, I'm so fans of the show, that people wanted to see more of Max and Ellis and um, all the other amazing characters. And yeah, as Giacomo said, this season I'm really trying to regain his trust again after, stabbing him in the back a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah,
Just a little bit.
yeah, in the last season and it being a part of Giacomo's journey of getting redemption for his brother's murder and also trying to get my dad out of prison faster and we have a lot of amazing guest stars. So yeah, it was just all in all, it was so great to jump back into these characters.
Yeah. And I love that you both mentioned the fans because they're such a huge part of any TV show or movie. Did any
Everything.
did any of their fan theories kind of shape how you approached your characters in season two? Or if not, was there a favorite fan interaction from the first season?
I saw this girl on Instagram who does these like weekly reviews of the episodes, and I thought she was really awesome and just passionate about our show. And so I like seeing things like that where fans are like engaged and they're catching all the little clues and Easter eggs and they're really paying attention and getting all the little sort of references we're making. It's nice to hear. But yeah, we had a great fan response, and I'm happy that the fans love the show, and we get to give them an even bigger and better second season that's so much more satisfying and has incredible guest stars and yeah, and just more time to tell the stories. Like I said, 13 episodes instead of 10 doesn't seem like a huge difference, but from a writing perspective, it is because it allows us to just be a little bit more, take our time a little bit more with telling the story, not having to rush certain moments because we have to cram it into 10 episodes. You know what I mean? So that's been nice.
Your characters, obviously, if you, as you've mentioned, have an interesting dynamic. It's kind of this will they, won't they throughout the whole season. So I'm wondering if there's a movie or TV will they, won't they relationship, who would you want to see with this duo?
Maybe like when Harry met Sally. I think we have a reference ending to one of our episodes. I think it's two. I could be wrong though. But we have a little Harry Met Sally when Harry Met Sally reference in this season. The ending
Okay,
where there's like a split screen and we both see both characters thinking about each other at the same time. And so yeah, I think that's what comes to mind.
I love that.
Is it Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis? That's like that movie of like Just Friends or something.
I feel like that would be such an interesting dynamic to add to you guys.
Yeah, like that's the fun answer. And then there's also like The Office, like Pam and
Yeah,
That's a good one.
another workplace romance we could add in there. But I'm wondering for season three, everybody wants to see one. What is a wild card that you would want to throw into the plot? What's something that you're hoping to see for these characters or maybe yourself?
A wild card that we could throw into the plot. I don't know. We throw in a few this season, so hard to think on what else. I mean, I think maybe what I could say is that like I don't have any family. My character doesn't have any family, so if there was like some long lost family member that we didn't know about, or my dad had like another secret marriage or something, and there's some other sister or brother or something, and some that surfaces, that could be like a wild card,
Oh, I like
something that
that.
nobody would expect.
That's
Another
true.
Daniel had a twin.
I was thinking maybe we have a
Exactly.
twin brother and you just play two
Yeah.
roles at the same time.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be cool. Oh, that'd be really cool. All
That'd
right, I like that.
be cool. I wasn't
I like
thinking that.
that.
But yeah, that's
Yeah.
Maybe we'll see that for the next season.
yeah.
But obviously, there's been a lot of growth in these characters from when we first met them to now. What is a piece of advice you think your characters would give to themselves the first season if they got to talk to second season you?
Enjoy the ride. I don't know.
I think I'd probably, yeah, same. I'd probably say the same thing to Ellis. Yeah, just like there's still more life to live. You know what I mean? It's not
Mhm.
all about the bad stuff. You know, bad things can happen. You can still have a good life. You can still find purpose in other ways.
Definitely. And drama crime shows often have like a lot of stunt work that goes into them. Did you guys have to do any prep work for that? And what was that like?
Our show, because we're so light and kind of comedy centric, we don't have a ton of, action and stunts and things like that, like a more like dramatically pointed show would have. Um, so when we do have them on the show, it's kind of an event and it's exciting. For me, I had a couple of fights this season, some bad guys, and we did some stuff with horses. And yeah, it's fun. It just gives the show bigger dynamic. And I think on our show, when there's not a lot of it, when it does surface, it's exciting because it's not something the fans are getting every episode. So I think it's more satisfying in a weird way on our show.
Would you guys be open to more fights in the future?
Oh yeah,
For sure. And,
yeah.
not as much me,
I
but
would like to see Vanessa kick some ass on our show though, and just like
yeah,
pull out some kung fu karate moves
I
and be
mean,
like,
yeah,
oh wow.
yeah. I'll reference. I'll like Kung Fu Panda, 'cause that's the only Kung Fu I'm watching these days. Um,
Exactly.
but Giacomo, he's done like all his own stunts, so I feel like the fans are gonna be really satisfied this season with one fight in particular that I'm not gonna bring up, but that's a really emotional fight scene. But my character, because especially being like fresh, like postpartum after having a baby, I was just like, if there's anything I have to do that's physical, I was just
Oh,
saying if someone can double for me. So no, for me, I didn't do any, or no, nor did I want to, because I was just trying to physically get better.
Yeah.
but she still went above and beyond and did like superhero stuff,
I was
considering she
gonna
just had a
say
baby.
both your
So
performances were so stellar in this. So congratulations to both of you for that. But my last question for you, I'm also a huge music nerd when it comes to movies and TVs and how it kind of plays a role on how people perceive a show or a movie. So, what's a song that you would use to describe your character and then a song to describe the show as a whole?
maybe for this season, "Knock Knock Knocking on Heaven's Door" by Bob Dylan.
Okay.
Oh, oh,
It's a line when it opens saying, "Mama, take this badge off of me. I can't
oh,
use it anymore." I think there's a part of Ellis in that where he's sort of challenged by what this badge means and whether he
Hmm.
wants it anymore, and whether it's sort of like that I just become a cop because my dad was a cop and like I just wrapped up my whole identity in that, but I don't really actually care about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do these people I work with actually have my back?
Hmm.
So yeah, that's what I'd say. I think there's a meaningful part in there for that song. I think for Ellis.
Definitely. Vanessa, what about you?
very good one. Emotional. Must me cry with that answer. Um, I would say, I mean, one of the ones that came to my mind, I don't even know if this even relates, but the song, You're a rich girl, and you're going to, I don't know why, just for my character. Um,
All
uh,
notes.
yeah, Helena. high on the old man's money. Um, anyways, there's just something about like her just like always just maneuvering this rich lifestyle for herself. I don't know. And old man's money, like not her money, you know what I mean? You
Mhm.
know, how she's maneuvered it from people. Um, fake it till you make it kind of thing. And then this is kind of random, but the song Me Before You by Kygo.
Oh,
Um, uh, and like a lyric, for example, is all of my wrongs, you make them right. And it's just like me before you. How he's saying like their lives got better uh after they met. And I feel like that's very related to Max and Alice. So Me Before You by Kygo, the lyrics I find relate. And then of course, just the two of us, all in all, I think that's kind of like one of their little anthems.
Yeah,
They
that's kind of like our little song on the show for sure.
yeah. So and I still love that for them, that song.
Me too.
I feel like at this point we need to create a huge playlist for these characters.
I played this
Love
last
that.
season, but yeah, I should have done one.
Did they make a wild cards playlist of our first season of the songs featuring? You know, like some people like do that. Like they'll like fans of the show
Riverdale,
will
they
make a
did.
playlist of yeah, that's what I
I
mean. Like
think they did, yeah.
curious if they did
I don't
like a
know.
season one playlist of all the songs we featured because we featured some pretty good stuff.
Yeah, they did. We
And
should
this
check it
We'll
season
out.
have
has some really great music too.
yeah, we'll have to see what fans do for the season two playlist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for your time and congratulations again on the second season. I can't wait to hopefully talk to you for a third season.
Yes. Thank you.